Hello and welcome to another update on the Wilsonville real estate market. My name is Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, November 19th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now here and go through the data with you. So we'll first off look at active listing information. So as of the time I put this together, show we didn't have any new listings in Wilsonville last week. So slow week in terms of new properties coming on the market. In terms of total listings, you kind of see it's been kind of in the 70s and 60s for the most part. You know, we had a low of 61 here 5 weeks back, got up to a high of 77. 2 weeks ago, it fell back to 71 is most recent number there. Median list price and days on market for the actives, you can kind of see that's been on the rise a bit here, at a low of 700 and a high of 790 this last week. The days on market, you can see that's been on the rise, had a low of 30 7 weeks back, and it's hit 45 days on a couple of occasions here. So about a month and a half right now of average market time for the most recent homes on the market in Wilsonville. Okay, we'll move along to pendings here. So pending sales, as looking at last week, show we had 5 properties go pending last week, which is the same as the week prior. Total number of pendings has been dropping. As you can kind of see, we reached a high of 58 homes in pending status here about 5 weeks back, and it has been kind of decreasing from there. This most recent reading came in at 28 days, or excuse me, 28 pendings right now in Wilsonville. The median price and days on market for those pendings, that has been on the rise. We were at around beginning with around 650, got down to a low of 635, and hit a slight high this past week at 696,000 for the median price of the most recent 28 pendings. And then the days on market, that's kind of been on the rise as well, had a low of 17. And that's climbed clear up to 44. So just about 44 days of average market time. Again, about a month and a half of market time for these 28 pendings right now. And then we'll finish it up here. We'll look at sold listings. As of the time I put this together, show we had 3 properties crossover from pending to sold this last week. So which is a slower week in terms of for solds. Lowest kind of number in the past 8 weeks. And we'll look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis. You can kind of see we had a low of 29 closings over the prior 4 weeks here about a month ago. And that climbed up to about 41 homes. 2 weeks ago, this past week, fell back a bit to 37 homes. Is the most recent reading there over the prior 4 weeks. And then the median sold price and days on market for those sold listings had a high of 682 8 weeks back, got down to a low of 591 for a couple weeks. Most recent weeks has been at 610,000 for the median price of the sold properties. And then the days on market been holding pretty steady after falling, kind of started off at 31, got down to a low of 15, has been kind of holding steady over this past month in the low 20s. So just about 3 weeks of average market time for these most recent sales that have occurred in Wilsonville. And then to finish this up, we'll look at weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. Red bars is that weeks of inventories, which is always a good measurement of relative supply and demand in the market. And you can see we kind of reached a high of about 9 weeks. It hasn't moved a ton in Wilsonville, as you can kind of see. So it had a high of 9 and a low of about 7.5 weeks or so. So just a little bit above that this last week. So, kind of the relative measure of supply and demand, it's been pretty steady in Wilsonville over the prior 2 months here. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, that has dipped a bit. You can kind of see we kind of peaked out at about 97.5%. So about a 2.5% discount, about a month ago, a little over a month ago. And that's dipped down into kind of the 94 to 95% range over the past 3 weeks now. So that's, more of around a 5% discount. So, prices have softened a little bit over the period here, but are, still fairly strong. So, all in all, 7, 8 weeks of inventory. It's just about 2 months of inventory right now in the Wilsonville market. And, prices have softened a bit, but, are been holding firm here as of late. So, all in all, again, paints a pretty picture of a pretty stable market, given everything that's been happening in the broader market. Not bad. Interest rates, kind of an update there. The rates peaked out here just about a month ago in kind of mid to late October at just over 8% for a 30-year fixed rate loan, and that was kind of a 23-year high. You had to go clear back to the year 2000 to see mortgage rates that high. And then over this last 3 or 4 weeks now, we've seen a pretty good bond and stock market rally, which has brought rates back down to as of today a little under 7.5% for a 30-year fixed rate loan. With no points and for a good borrower. So that's certainly a welcome sight to see rates kind of coming back down, and hopefully that will continue, and we'll keep tabs on that. But that's where we sit today. So as always, hope the update was helpful for you. If I can answer questions or be of any help, don't hesitate to reach out. I always have my phone and email address down below the videos here in the description. So reach out, let me know what I can do to help you. And always appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have for these videos. Really helps give me some feedback to see if what I'm putting out here is of value. So let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, always encourage you to do that. Just a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hit the subscribe button before you leave. And hope you have a great day and week ahead. And hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving here with your family coming up on Thursday. So we'll see you on the next update.